I want to show you why you should stay away from prop firms at all costs. And towards the end of this video, I will show you a proven strategy that will help you to raise funds for your forex trading as a beginner without running into crisis. And it is very important that you watch this video from beginning to the end. A lot of my students have asked me, should we buy prop firm accounts so we can scale up our capital? And my answer to them is, please, by all means, don't buy a prop firm account. Stay away from prop firm. And when I advise them not to buy prop firm account, they say, why? What is your reason? My reason is that it will not end well. If you buy a prop firm account, it will not end well based on the statistic. Let me tell you something. In December 2021, there was a data that was released about a prop firm called My Forex Fund. In a month, about 5,000 people enrolled for their challenge. So the average prop firm does about 5,000 enrollment every month. And when they analyze this total number of people that enrolled, they find out that for people to pass the first stage to be funded, there are two steps before you get funded with a prop firm. Only 10% of people pass the step one, that is the stage one trial. Then after the stage one, they proceeded to stage two. And do you know what happened at stage two? Only 24% of the people that passed stage one succeeded in getting to stage two and passing it and get funded. Now let me make you understand this thing. 5,000 people started this challenge, as you understand. Then 10% of 5,000 reduced to what? 500 people. That is to tell you that 4,500 had already lost their subscription amount. All right, out of that 5,000, only 24% of that 500 succeeded in getting to stage two and being funded the first time. So that means it is only 120 people out of the entire 5,000. Do you know one thing? Out of these 120 people that succeeded in getting funded, they succeeded in stage two. Only 3% of them succeeded in getting their first payout from the prop firm. That is to tell you that 5,000 people started a competition trying to get funded. Some of them used a $50 account, some bought accounts worth $100, some as high as $200 or even more to get a huge funded account. And out of 5,000 people that started a journey, only three people finally made their first payout, got that profit sharing that you are hustling for. Okay, that when you are finally funded, you will be trading that funded account and then you'll be paid out. Only 3%. That is to tell you that around 3 people out of 5,000 people got a payout. And yet, between this number of people that finally got funded, almost zero of them stay funded after 3 months period. So do you understand this statistic? If you understand this statistic I just shared with you, this is the standard for most of the prop firms. If you can go and check their back office, you will see prop firms are making money. So if you have seen this kind of statistic and you have the money to set up a prop firm, what do you think you should do? It is simple. You set up a prop firm and collect money from as many people as possible. And this is what prop firms are doing. And when you come on YouTube, you see big YouTubers encouraging you to buy prop firm challenge. And do you know why they are doing that? They are doing that because they are sharing in the profit with the prop firm. When you enroll through their links, they are paid out heavily. Okay, so the people that are truly making money from prop firm are either the influencers or the owners of prop firms. So my advice for you is stay away from prop firm. Now, since you do not have enough money and you want to get funded, what should you do? This is what I think you should do. What I think you should do is that, number one, you need a sound trading education. It is very important that before you start thinking of money, you need to get the education right. And Forex education is very expensive and is very scarce. You can go on YouTube and watch as many videos as possible. People will be teaching you how to draw trend line, how to use different kind of indicators. But for you to learn how to trade effectively, real Forex education begins with understanding of fundamental analysis. And fundamental analysis is not just news trading, like going to Forex Factory, getting an idea of one news and then going to rush to place a trade. Is far beyond that. So that is why a lot of people tell you forget fundamental analysis, because they do not understand fundamental analysis. So the first thing you need is sound trading education. Save your money, pay for that education, and make sure that you have got the right education and test it on a demo account. trade effectively for 1 month. And when you are done that, the stage 2 is for you to fund a live account with whatever amount of money that you have. That money that you wanted to use to buy a prop firm account, fund it into a properly regulated Forex broker. And before you place a trade, you must understand that Forex is a real business. So forget that get rich quick scheme. That thing they call stacking. How I flipped account. You're not going to flip any trading account anytime soon. Okay, make sure that that small money you have funded, you trade it as effectively as possible with patience. Avoid greed. Do not think that once you come into trading, you will buy Lamborghini the next month. Okay, you are going to live the big boy life. It is not going to happen anytime soon. But let me tell you something. Some of you feel like the money you are making from trading with your small account is too small. My brother, you are not being reasonable. In Nigeria, the average salary of people in Nigeria is around 80,000 naira, which is less than $100 for an entire month of going to work from Monday to Friday, and at the end of the month you are earning less than $100. Some of these people are graduates. When I finished school, I was also teaching. My salary was just 20,000 naira, which was less than $40 per month. That time that the exchange rate was even better. Today you see that is less than $13. Okay, so you need to be reasonable. This is Africa. If you are in Nigeria, I love Nigeria so much because it's my country. All right, I love Nigeria so much, but I respect a country like United States of America. Do you know why? Because the government is proactive. That is why the government of America clamped down on a lot of prop firms. Responsible government will not allow this kind of thing to happen to their citizens. And when you are scrolling through YouTube, you see that most of the prop firm founders are targeting Africa, targeting Nigeria, targeting Ghana, collecting the money that we do not even have. Right? So you need to be reasonable enough to understand that this is how this game works, okay, and try to save yourself. And when you have done that, you're going to trade as patiently as possible. I want to show you that with sound trading education, with patience and discipline, you can actually grow a small trading account like $50 account to something tangible like $1,000. That is why I have started a $1,000 challenge. I announced this thing to people in my community because I do not want them to fall victims to prop firms. Okay, so I want anybody who agrees to join me in this challenge. You are going to fund any broker of your choice with $50. When you fund with that $50, you are going to join the community. We have a WhatsApp group where you are going to trade along with us. Then you are going to pay me. My charge for doing this is $20. So you fund your trading account with $50. You send $20 to me, and then you join the challenge. And we are going to trade with patience and diligence from $50 account to $1,000. It may take us 2 months, it may take us more, but we will follow this thing step by step. That $50 account, we will trade it as if all our life depend on it. Okay, it is not a matter of say stacking. Let's grow it. I grew $50 account to $1,000 in 1 hour. That is not what I am saying here. We're going to follow it one step at a time with swing trades. If you watch the last video, I gave 9 swing trades. You should understand that we can actually do this thing. There are terms and conditions involved. You check the description of this video, you will find a link to a WhatsApp. Chat me that you want to join the challenge. Fund your trading account. If you do not have, there's a link to a broker that I use. You can also fund with that broker, and then you join the challenge. In the process, we grow this account to $1,000. My own account is funded, and I'm connecting it to my FX book and FX Blue to make it available to the general public. You will follow up everything that we're going to do in that group. Okay, whenever we take a trade and we close it, I'm going to do a video and explain what happened, and you will see that trade in the FX Blue. The only thing is that you will not see our live and active trades, okay, because I want this thing to be for only people in the group. So this is my position on prop firm. If you forget everything that I have told you today, remember today the US election is on the day that United States did their presidential election, where Donald Trump was competing with Kamala Harris. That was the day I advised you to stay away from prop firms for for your own good. If you're new to this channel, here we post real trading videos, tips on how to trade. We share free signals and we share tools that can help you to become a better trader. So if this is what you want, click on the subscribe button and be a part of the community. If you check the description of this video, you would also find a link to a WhatsApp channel. Most of the time when I'm doing my free live analysis, I drop the link there and a lot of people join me to analyze the market. All right, with that, we have come to the end of this video. See you in the next.